Something smooth yet sinister, coming through to diminish you, and this here's the finisher. Check it out.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web. And today for you guys, what we're going to get into is a quick run of the old EX dungeon in the Mildran region. Alright, so you do have access to this after you defeat Carnage Master, which now that the bug has been removed, it should be a little bit easier for you to knock that guy out. Alright, released the video yesterday for you, so if you need to, check it out for the strategy on how to wreck that fool. Strategy is still the same, just don't gotta worry about the bug anymore. Alright, so we're gonna start this thing off by first showing my squad, my spears, my enhanced. Actually, I don't think I showed my enhancements in this video. My bad. But squad and spheres anyway, stats and all that, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into this battle. Alright, so I will start this off by saying I had already completed this dungeon prior to recording this, so I already had my Omni Ark. I used this exact same squad as before, it's just this time I could not find an Omni Ark friend. So instead of using my Felice at leader and a friend's Omni Ark, I just swapped the two. I used my own Omni Ark and put a Felice friend in effect. Shout out to my boy Black King for the nice Felice. She definitely helped me wreck this. Alright, so let's get into the strategy for this guy. Okay, very first turn, you just gonna want to guard all of your units. Alright, now you see me taking a look at my unit stats here. There is a reason for me doing that. Alright, throughout this battle, alright, Dark Ark has an attack known as Radiant Blink. It is a very powerful single target attack that will pretty much automatically take a single unit down to the red area of their HP. Alright, pretty strong attack. And after he uses that attack, it does remove all buffs, including mitigation. And he does like to follow up on the unit that he uses with that attack, so you're almost guaranteed a certain death if you do not guard that unit. Alright, now this attack occurs every now and again. Okay, I've been told it's every 3 turns, I've been told it's every 5 turns. I honestly can say, even looking at this video, I am not sure. Alright, I can almost guess and say every 6th turn. I honestly don't know, unfortunately. Alright, I've heard here, there, and everywhere, but in this recording you'll see it definitely isn't every 3 or every 5 turns. There's some way about it. Alright, I honestly don't know. If it was up to me, I would probably say every 6 turns you should try to guard the single unit. But I was looking at my unit stats because there's a certain way that he uses that Radiant Blink attack. Alright, he's gonna do it on the 3rd turn of the battle. Alright, then I want to say every 6 turns after that he's gonna use it again. Alright, that's a guess. Once again, don't take that in stone. Alright, the way it's gonna work, on the 3rd turn he's first going to target the unit with the lowest current HP. Alright, approximately 6 turns later he'll use it again on the unit with the highest defense. Approximately 6 turns later he'll use it on the unit with the highest attack, and approximately 6 turns later he'll use it on the unit with the highest current HP. Alright, now he's gonna pretty much recycle in that order the entire battle until you defeat this guy. Right, that is one of 3 attacks you need to be aware of. Alright, know your unit stats, put them in your memory bank so you know which unit you need to guard. You will see plenty of times in this video that I'm guarding for no reason. Alright, because like I said, I don't know which turn this Radiant Blink is coming on. I didn't know. I just guarded the unit that I knew was coming up next for it and just hope he used the attack. Alright, and I do have a couple deaths in this video from that attack alone. As long as you get the battle over with quick enough, or if you have Juno, it won't be a problem. Alright, now he does have some attacks that an attack called Revenge Shift that puts damage reflect on them. Alright, it is a chance of hitting you with damage reflect. Okay, so just make sure, I recommend, if you're using my squad, you're going to want to use one of your healers last. Doesn't matter if it's Krantz, doesn't matter if it's Lar, just use one of them after everyone else already goes, so you're able to heal that reflected damage. Alright, that attack is also going to lower your BC and HC drop rate, so of course filling up the BB gauges is going to be a little bit difficult for you, and that's why I got 2 mitigators here. Okay, there's also another reason for that I will explain a little bit later in the video. Alright, usually the turn after he uses Revenge Shift, if you can spark 31 times, you will actually break his stance and he'll remove all the buffs on himself, and then he won't even attack that turn. Right, but if you don't, he will use an attack called Soul Release, which is a 17 combo powerful dark attack AoE. It's going to reduce your BC efficacy by 50% for 2 turns. Once again, making it harder to fill up the BB gears, okay? He's going to do that a couple times out the battle. Just pay attention. Those attacks aren't really a threat, alright? As long as you got high HP and mitigation, you don't really have to watch out for them per se, okay? Now, when you get him down to 50% HP, this is where you're going to have to worry about this guy, alright? There are only 2 instances where you are allowed to use a UBB without getting yourself wrecked, alright? This is one of those instances. If you use UBB on any other turn besides the 2 turns I'm going to tell you, he is going to use that Radiant Blink attack, and pretty much a unit is going to die because of it, alright? Very powerful single target attack. So at 50%, he's going to go into overdrive, boost his own attack, defense, and recovery for 3 turns. As soon as he pops into overdrive, you can go ahead and overdrive one of your units. You're going to need to overdrive a unit that gives 75% mitigation for 3 turns, alright? If you don't, you will probably get wrecked when he uses his overdrive attack called Force of Brave, alright? It's a powerful dark AoE that's going to boost his attack and defense for 3 turns. It's going to give him damage mitigation for 3 turns and boost his own spark damage for 3 turns, which I don't think he can spark with himself, so that doesn't really matter anyway. But that's the second powerful attack you're going to need to look out for in this battle, alright? The third powerful attack you're going to need to look out for is when you get him down to 25% HP, alright? When you get him down to 25% HP, he's going to say some kind of message along the lines of, let's see if you can withstand this attack, alright? That turn, he's not going to attack you at all. Alright, now what you're going to need to do here is either one of 2 things, alright? You're going to want to either A, use a unit that gives 75% mitigation, use that unit only, and guard the rest of your squad, alright? Or the more intelligent option would be to B, bring a unit such as Magrus that gives the 100% mitigation, or 99.9999 mitigation, I guess I should say, so that this attack will only deal 1 damage. Alright, this attack is very strong. Even with 75% mitigation, you are at risk of getting wrecked. Alright, it's a very powerful attack, but after you survive that attack, the only thing you have to worry about for the rest of the battle is the Radiant Blink attack that's going to come every 3, 4, 5, or 6 turns or something like that, alright? That's the only thing you need to worry about, alright? After that, you will wreck this guy, alright? And you will be rewarded with 5 gems, 1 Sphere Frog, and an evil material called the Twin Stones, which you do need in order to evolve your 7-star Ark that hopefully you all have from a very old trial. And then you will be able to evolve him up to his Omni form. Alright, now let me just put this out there. Omni Ark is easily one of the best units in the game right now, alright? He is just top to bottom that guy. Let me just put it that way, alright? So you're definitely going to want to knock Carnage Master and this EX dungeon out and get your hands on this guy, alright? I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed with this unit. Very powerful unit, okay? So that's pretty much the strategy to knocking this guy off, okay? Let me go ahead and get into my unit explanation. Alright, so let's start off with my lead. Like I said, I had to use my own Omni Ark. The first time I cleared this, I used a friend's Omni Ark, okay? But couldn't find one on my friends list, so I decided to use my own. Alright, the reason we are using Omni Ark, A, very powerful leader skill, okay? This leader skill gives you damage mitigation after taking a certain amount of damage. Very useful. Alright, mitigation happens for 2 turns, and it also stacks with the mitigation from Krantz, Magrus, and any other mitigation unit, okay? He also gives a 50% boost to all stats, another positive. Boost spark damage, another positive. Alright, and also he is a healer, right? He is capable of healing. And also on the SBB, he puts up the shield. Alright, on the BB and SBB, I believe he still puts up the shield. No, only the SBB. One of them, I can't remember. But that light shield he puts up does help a little bit with the damage, okay? Next on the list, my boy Krantz, alright? Krantz is one of 2 mitigators I'm using in this video, alright? A good reason for using Krantz is A, he paints with light and dark, alright? So dark arc being a dark element unit, you're going to be doing increased elemental damage, Alright, as far as I know, he does not have negation against that. I don't even think he has it partially, so it's full damage there, so good to paint. Alright, he's also a mitigator, and he also can heal on his SBB, and also on the BB. If you have that enhancement, he can heal as well. Alright, so 2 turns of mitigation on my boy Krantz. Alright, and I brought my boy Magus along mainly for his overdrive. Alright, he's also a 2-turn mitigator, which is a definite plus. Pretty nice defense boost and all that, but mainly we use Magus for his UBB. Alright, at the 25% HP threshold. If you do that, trust me, you'll save yourself a lot of headache, and you'll see it in this video. Okay, next up, my boy Sirius. Alright, Sirius, good unit for almost all content, honestly. Alright, Sirius is a very well-rounded unit and has one of the best UBBs to date in the game. Okay, we brought Sirius using him mainly for his UBB as well. 3 turns of 75% mitigation, as well as a huge boost to our attack, defense, recovery, and BB attack. Alright, so you got high offense and high defense in that UBB, which is why it's one of the best right now. Okay, but also the SBB is a good thing as well. It also boosts attack, defense, and recovery, and we also use them for helping with the BB gauge on Spark. Alright, his is actually better than Felice's, because he can mine has the enhancement that gives 2 to 3 BC on Spark instead of 1 to 2, like pretty much every other unit that has that buff. Okay, now we got the Lara here. Lara is not only a very capable healer, she also has very powerful HOT, which I'm not sure if you need to worry about too much in this video. I don't think he has any DOT attacks, I don't think. Alright, but HOT is still very helpful with the healing. She negates critical damage, which is always a beautiful thing. And then her SBB giving us that attack and defense buff, converted from your recovery stat. Definitely a beautiful thing right there. Okay, so a lower key unit for that. Last but not least, once again, shout out to my boy Black King for the Felice. Alright, I had to use his Felice this time because I couldn't find any Omni Ark friends. Okay, so use Felice at the lead to help with BB gauges. Like I said, Dark Ark has a few attacks here where he's going to be either lowering your BC and HC drop rate, or he's going to lower your BC efficacy. Alright, so using a very nice leader skill like Felice's will help counteract that. Alright, the drain is still very significant and you will see it, but her leader skill definitely helps out quite a bit. Alright, with keeping you from starving out here, which is also another reason why it's good to bring 2 mitigators for this. Don't want to get caught with your pants down and having to use Fujins the entire round because you can't get your BB gauge up every 3rd turn, so that your mitigation's not up. Okay, she also gives us BB gauge when attack, BBOT, and it stacks with her leader skill. Alright, she also has that in the SBB, so very helpful. Okay, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much how you wreck this. Alright, not too difficult of a dungeon, but just try to get it over with quickly if you don't have a Juno setup. If you have Juno, like I said, what the heck are revives? They're extra. Alright, so you can get hit with that radiant blink as many times as it takes, and Juno will hopefully revive the unit even if you're out of revives. Alright, like I said, broken freaking unit, man. But if you have Juno, she'll probably be a good choice for this battle. You just may want to give her a elemental null sphere, or use a friend's Omni Ark that negates elemental damage. Alright, so she don't get wrecked with him being the dark, Juno being light. Alright, but that's pretty much it for this, guys. Alright, like I said, not too difficult. Evolve your Omni Ark and you in the game. You got yourself a powerful unit here, folks. Okay, so that's just about going to wrap this video up. Any questions, any comments, go ahead and leave them down below, guys. I'll definitely do my best to get back to you. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it, greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more Brave Frontier content. And if you wish to, you can go ahead and join the Facebook group. Link is down below in the description. Very helpful. And I think that's pretty much it, folks. Don't think there's nothing else to cover on this mission. So I want to thank you guys for checking it out, checking out the video, hanging out. And pretty much gonna wrap this up. I will catch you folks in the next Brave Frontier video. Peace out.